The Vancouver Farmers Market saw a sizable uptick in attendance this Mother's Day weekend, as expected. Jacob Granneman tells us how the scaled-down event managed crowds with some signage and people counters.
Thanks, Chris. So the farmers market, as expected, opened to much larger amounts of people this Mother's Day weekend, as we just heard. And when we were there, we saw very long lines at many of the produce booths, many of the vendors from farms in the area and outside of the area. We actually had the chance to speak to some asparagus farmers right out of Ridgefield.
All right, I'm Heath Pearson. This is Blake Pearson, and we work at Volehalla Farm, which is our little family patch in southwestern Ridgefield. We grow a lot of things, especially summer crops, but in the spring, the main thing is asparagus we've got going. In terms of the challenges, it's actually not that hard doing social distancing because as long as you got gloves on, it's pretty easy to work with the asparagus, so it has not been that big a burden for us.
In addition to the social distancing of the booths and the vendors, there's also a requirement for vendors to wear masks and gloves when they're interacting with customers. The market is asking people to continue to plan ahead and shop rather than just look around. The only other bit of information that might be helpful to know for future farmers markets is that at this time, the flower booths are not allowed to be within the main market on Esther Street. So this past weekend, they moved to the Warehouse 23 restaurant parking lot and are expected to do something similar in the weeks to come. Be sure to be looking on the Vancouver Farmers Market social media and website for more information.